Welcome to the Horror Movie Showdown, episode 10. Today we're going to take a look at one of the most classic slasher movie plotlines, the revenge plotline. In Friday the 13th, the counselors let Jason drown.
You let him drown. You never paid any attention.
So his mother took revenge. In Terror Train, the geeky Kenny was tricked into hitting it off with a dead chick, and he was driven into insanity and revenge. Another clear example of the revenge plotline can be found in I Know What You Did Last Summer, where teenagers hit a fisherman with their car and then they dump his not-so-dead body in the ocean. But they didn't get off the hook that easily. Today's movie is that other April Fool's Day movie that came out in 1986. It is Slaughter High. Of some odd reason, the title that pops up in the beginning of the movie is 1 April Fool's Day, or April 1st Fool's Day, or April Fool's Day 1. I don't get it. So the movie starts out with some popular teens humiliating the overly nerdy Marty. The bullies are making one of the most elaborate pranks I've ever seen. They make Marty believe that he's going to sex it up with a popular chick. And then they set up an entire film crew to film the whole thing.
Here's Marty!
The bullies even foresee that Marty will grab the metal hangers during his escape, so they hook them up to electricity. If this isn't enough, they blame the poor Marty for them getting caught.
Stupid dork, Marty. It's all his fucking fault.
And they punish him with another prank. This second prank is much better. Even Marty has a blast. So we jump 10 years into the future, where the gang is back for their high school reunion. It turns out that only the pranksters show up for this reunion. Maybe a little bit suspicious.
It's spooky.
But they don't leave because they think funny man Skip planned the whole thing.
Skip?
Yeah, well, you know, I do try.
So they party it up in the old classroom, which is filled with snacks and drinks. It turns out that after midnight it's April Fool's Day and the 10th anniversary of Marty's accident. This is also when the killings begin. These kills are not for people with a weak stomach. The night is further spiced up with one of the hottest sex scenes you'll ever see. It will leave you feeling totally energized. I will just quickly run over the scores. The movie had 11 kills. It gets a nudity score of 4 because there were 2 topless girls and a fully naked guy. The movie wasn't scary, so it gets a score of 1. And overall it was nothing special and gets a score of 4. As this is the 10th episode, I should probably do something special, so I have chosen to do a few analyses of the movie scores. First, let's have a look at how similar the movies were in terms of their scores. This is done by some cool math, which is summarized in the tree here. The further down the movies are connected in the tree, the more similar scores they have. That is, the 2 most similarly scored movies were Chopping Mall and Slaughter High, both cheesy low-budget slasher movies from the 80s. Also, the 2 shark movies were similar in their scores. If we divide the movies into 3 high-level categories, as done with the 3 colors, we can see to the left that Wishmaster was the most uniquely scored movie of the bunch. In red we can see 5 slasher movies that group together, and in blue we can see 3 movies taking place in paradise locations, together with the indie horror flick Slaughter Me Naked. In the next graph, we will look at whether the number of kills, the amount of nudity, or the scariness is the most important in determining whether a movie is good or not. This is done using correlation scores. Blue illustrates a positive correlation and red a negative correlation. If we start with the top row, we can see that movies with high overall scores usually have low kill counts. and low nudity scores and high scariness scores. In the next row we can see that movies with many kills are usually not scary. And finally in the next row we can see that nudity has no say in whether a movie is scary or not. Of course these analyses are very superficial, but maybe in the future after 10 more episodes we can identify more clear trends. But for now, I would like to thank you for watching, and I will catch you later.